There should be sound now. I had it turned off to start off with. I wasn't quite ready to jump on the mic, but yeah, you should be able to hear me now. Hopefully, if you can, let me know in chat so I know I'm not speaking to myself. Right, let's get the lobby open and get this show on the road. We'll start tonight off with some Alsace Village. We'll do 6 laps and we'll drive yeah, Group 4 is a good place to start. Let's do Group 4 to start off with. So guys, if you want to get involved in the open lobbies, all you have to do is add me on PlayStation's F4H_Rosso. Find the room, just click the little filter that says race with friends only, or rooms with friends only even, and that should display my lobby just there. If you can't find it, there is a little lobby code that shows up on the bottom left of the screen. You can see it just there. Room ID starts with 0474. Try and join off that. Oh, look at that. The Brits out in force. Yeah, so I am speaking as long as you can hear me. That's great. I don't have the background music on in the game. It sounds a bit weird without it on, but I don't actually have the background music on GT Sport because every time I do, I get a copyright ping on my account. And even though the music is non-copyrighted, I actually put in a counterclaim and won it on YouTube against a false copyright claim, but the effort to do that every time just isn't worth it. It isn't worth it. I'd rather sing down the mic, and my singing voice is absolutely terrible. So yeah, it's either I sing or we just have a bit of a mute game and just listen to the sounds of V6s and V8s and V10s. But how is everyone anyway? I feel like I've not done this forever. I feel like we've not streamed for a little while. Really looking forward to some good open lobby racing. Should be fun. Should be good. Lots of variety. We'll do loads of different things. Got on the stream nice and early as well, so plenty of time. We'll probably wrap up at about 11, half 11, something like that. So a good 3 hours of racing to come up. But yeah, getting your favourite Group 4 car. No restrictions to what you want to use. The only thing is it's the racing hard tyres only. I think for this one, wheel drive. Let's give the Atenza a go. The Atenza's really nice in Group 4 at the moment. Oh, we've broken the British monopoly. The Empire's fallen. We've got Hobbs in from Canada and Rub Unit from Holland. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Everyone in the chat, feel free to get involved. Let's get a nice big lobby going. I'm going to go out onto the track because I've not driven at all today. I've been at work. So, have I ever had a rival that I had pretty joyful duels on Forza? A fair few, to be fair. I've had some really good races with a lot of guys in Forza over the Right, hopefully that should be better. Just give me a shout in chat if you can hear me on the mic better now, guys. Thanks, Marky. Right, that's better, guys. Sorry, I think the stream went a bit weird, fell a bit behind. Right. Let's do a race. Yeah, I did play Forza. I played Forza for, well, competitively for over 10 years. Well, 10 years. Over 10 years. Roughly 10 years. Started on Forza 1. With a team called TLC. Made my way through all the Forzas until Forza 6 when I basically switched from Forza to GT. Competed in last year's Forza Racing Championship. Fun. Hopefully moving my competitive racing over to GT Sport for now. From now at least. A raft of fast drivers behind me. Callum there in the BMW. Going to be looking at launching one past us very shortly, I'd imagine. Got a better exit than him through the sweeper. Cousters appeared out of absolutely nowhere. I didn't even know he was there. Oh. Nah, don't worry about it, Callum. Keep going, bro. Just a bit of fun, man. Been absolutely eaten alive. Kind of didn't expect Callum to slow down there, so he kind of like drove into a bottleneck. Get some toe off unbeatable. Lots of M4s at the front. Oh, including that one that's just parked in the side of my car. Oh, Calster's gone round. Callum all over the show. This is a crazy race. What is going on? I'm going to try and hang it around the outside of Callum here. It's not going to work. I'm going to disappear into a gap that's not there. That M4 is going to power away. And there's not a great deal we can do about it. On the brakes into turn 1 though, we're pretty solid. Callum right on our outside. Oh, Calster with the dive of doom there. Flipping. Oh, not Calster, even Hobbs. I saw the Lexus and I immediately thought it was Cal. Got a great run through the second sweeper though. We've got him back. What I will say about the little community that we've built here so far is the standard of driver is very high. Lots of very good talent knocking about in our lobbies, for certain. We're relying on Callum and Unbeatable having a bit of a scrap up front. The M4 probably has the outright pace on the Atenza, so we need them to get involved with one another really. Bring us into play. Keep taking a little confidence lift through that corner. I don't know if this car can take it flat or not. I do love this track. It kind of reminds me of Spa, especially when you're coming down the hill at the end. You can see the first corner. It's, just where it's set, and this is very La Saucy. It's, yeah, it reminds me a lot of Spa, the first part of the circuit. Oh, Unbeatable with a little bit of grass. Callum on his inside. We've got the box seats to watch the battle unfold. Unbeatable wagging his tail out of the sweeper. We're definitely getting closer. Little lift there just to avoid catching Unbeatable's tail. We're going to get the run on him here though. He's taken an odd line through that left-hander. Struggling a little bit, this lad. Trying to take advantage of that. Callum's getting away at the front. Got to make a move shortly, otherwise we're going to be left behind, I think. That M4 struggling for traction out the corners. Ooh. Couldn't avoid him. He's let us through. We'll take it. Hopefully we can drag him along and have a nice three-way fight with Callum. I think it's going to be a tall order to catch Callum up at the front now. So yeah, 3-second gap, which is going to be difficult to bridge. Callum's extremely fast. Yeah, I hope they add Spa as well. Dream wish list of tracks. If we're talking real tracks, I'd love. I've heard rumours of a Super GT add-on, which would be amazing. Tracks like Fuji would be cool with the Super GT cars, which would work because they kind of fit into like a Group 2 kind of setting. Super GT does. So for them to grab the official license for that would be extremely cool. But yeah, Spa, Le Mans, obviously. It's really odd that the game has basically the entire complement of 2016 LMP1 cars, but no Le Mans, no Spa, and no Silverstone. So those are 3 tracks that I'd look to add ASAP, along with Catalonia, which I believe is also planned. They're doing a whole contest revolving around the circuit at Catalonia. I think it's Fernando Alonso G2 racing team, so it'd be very odd if they didn't add that circuit. Other than that, I would love to see Tile Mountain, Deep Forest, Grand Valley, all the OG Gran Turismo tracks. All over the show. Yeah, all the original GT tracks as well. Midfield Raceway is really cool. Apricot Hill. Bring them all back. Do one big nostalgia pack. If they did that, honestly, if they said, oh, we're going to bring back Charman, and we're going to bring back Deep Forest, we're going to bring back Grand Valley, we'll do all of those. Unfortunately, you're going to have to pay 20 quid for it. I'd be like, cool, shut up and take my money. I would absolutely love it. Those, one thing that's always been really, really, really strong about Gran Turismo is its original tracks, highlighted in this game by the fact that Dragon Trail, Maggior and Alsace are probably three of the best tracks on the game. So yeah, I would absolutely love some OG tracks to come back as well. We're learning a bit more about this this track and this car combo all the time, getting faster and faster. I've had a bit of a scruffy lap, I'm not sure, catching him a lot. I'm not sure if he's made a mistake or if he's just sandbagging a little bit. Oh, unbeatable off behind us. Better through the sweeper that time. That corner is fiendishly difficult. I've taken that corner about 500 times on this game and I still haven't figured out what is the actual best way of taking it. The car will do that flat easily. So I'm going to do the next batch of friends requests after this race, guys, so don't worry if you have sent me a friends request and I've not accepted it yet, I haven't forgotten you. If you do want to get involved, guys, one thing you need to do, you need to add me on PlayStation. It's F4H_Rosso. We'll get you in as soon as we possibly can, as soon as there's some space in the lobby. Feel free to join on my name. It'd be great to have some new faces in here, some new faces I can see tonight already, and some old ones. Zenith, Calster, not unbeatable in here before as well, Mash, Shabuska, all regulars of the stream. Great to see you back, guys. Definitely some new faces in chat tonight as well, so welcome to everybody. Hope you're enjoying it so far. We're going to be here for a little while tonight, probably about 3 hours of streaming, and it's just open lobbies tonight. We're going to do racing with the community, have some fun. Mostly Group 3, Group 4 and Group 1. What I would love, I've said it loads of times on stream before, is if you could restrict it to one car in a lobby. We'd do some really cool one-make races then, some Samba bus stuff, etc, etc. It's difficult to expect everyone to be able to come into a lobby and have the right vehicles and stuff like that, so hopefully they put that in the game where you can just get into any car without actually having to own it or anything like that. That'd be cool. But yes, and if you are enjoying it, guys, a little click on that blue thumbs up does make a huge difference. We've had some really good traction on the channel the last couple of days, so any likes and subs absolutely appreciated. We'd love to have you all join the cool community we've got going on here, and we are very close now to 2,000 subs, extremely close. I believe we're about 8 away. Crazy. A lot of you will know that basically in October of last year I had, well, I say October, in November of last year I had 100 subs. When I started the channel in October, or started actually regularly uploading to the channel in October, I had 35 subs. So we've gone from 35 subs to knocking on the door of 2,000 in basically a period of less than 6 months. So absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. good first race, that was fun. First few laps were a bit crazy. Unfortunate Calster spun. I think it would have been a good four-way battle at the front there. Do I think GT is better than Forza? Yes, is the short answer. Forza 1 and Forza 2 were probably two of the best racing games I've ever played of all time. For their time, they were fantastic. They had a huge amount of options. What Forza basically has become over years is when it first came out, it was we'll just set up a bit of the lobby and then I'll have my Forza rant because I can feel myself getting carried away already. Right, it's time for you know what? We'll put it to a vote. Have at it, guys. Group 3 on the next track. So whack a vote on your favourite track. What track you want it to be? I am going to vote for Monza, I think. But yes, I do think GT is better than Forza. When Forza, as I say, first came out, it was a labour of love for the developers. They genuinely loved cars. They loved making a game about racing cars, etc., etc. And as Microsoft noticed that Forza was a genuine cash cow, they've forced Turn 10 to adhere to ridiculous deadlines, releasing games that aren't complete, like Forza 7, which is still, by all accounts, very buggy. Yeah, Group 3 for this one. Don't worry about it, Cal, man. It's all good. Yeah, so the game has suffered as a result in quality. There's less included than ever, less options included than ever. It's more stripped back than ever. There's no esports options. You can't spectate a lobby like you can in this. You can't tune in a lobby like you can in this. Yeah, it's just, for me, it's a shadow of what it was before, and it doesn't align with what I like from games anymore, which is a shame because I had so much fun in the years on Forza, so much. Made some amazing friends on Forza, did some amazing things, you know, joined some amazing teams, went to amazing places, and ended up on TV a couple of times in the UK on Forza. And it's a game that's given me a lot, but unfortunately, you can't just keep blindly enjoying a game, well, blindly just buying a game because of what it was in the past. Whereas GT Sport gives me everything that I want from a racing game. It gives me organised racing straight out the box. I don't have to go looking for racing leagues, although the GTSRL has been extremely cool. And for you know, the time with the FI and stuff like that is extremely cool and exciting for me. Like, yeah, sorry, I'll change it now, Cal. Sorry, I'm in the middle of one of my world famous anti-Forza rants. But yeah, yeah, GT, the link up with the FIA is extremely cool. There's going to be some really cool events coming this year. I'm sure of it, and I want to be a part of that. I want to test myself on a new game, see if what I was able to achieve on Forza can come over to GT, and take you guys along for the ride with us. I think it's going to be a very exciting year. If we keep growing at the rate we're going, it's going to be an extremely exciting year. So yeah, for me, GT is definitely better than Forza, and I don't regret moving over at all. I know a lot of my teammates that are Forza players as well do enjoy GT and what it has to offer, but obviously they're kind of well invested in trying to do well on Forza at the moment. So. But it's cool. We've got a few new recruits in for GT Sport. We've got Callum, who's in this lobby, whose name I can never pronounce. Malcolm. He's one of the newest recruits on F4H, and also a chap called Jamie-995, who's an extremely quick controller user. So we're an all British lineup so far, but yeah, looking forward to repping F4H over the year on GT Sport. Let's catch up with the chat a bit. Yeah, a lot of people came from Super GT. I do really appreciate Steve's input in making the channel what it is. I wouldn't have been able to experience this kind of growth this fast without Steve. I really do appreciate it. I owe a lot to Steve, and we will for sure do an open lobby with both of us at some point. So stick around for that for sure. There will be an open lobby sooner rather than later with myself and Steve. You'll be able to race both of us at the same time. It'll be extremely cool. If you can't find the room at the moment, it's because it's full. But we will cycle players in and out just to make sure everyone gets a fair crack at it. Oh, welcome, Aries. I really appreciate it, dude. Thank you very much. You won't regret it here, I promise. It's excellent. It really is good. We'll do some Group 1 later. Ryan, I promise. I'm just catching up with chat. Yeah, we will do some. It is playable on a controller for sure. It's much better GT Sport on a controller than past GT games from personal experience. The DualShock 4 is probably a good reason for that. It's a lot better than the old DualShock controllers. But yeah, a lot of people play on the controller, a lot of fast people on the controller as well. Thanks, G-Rat. Yeah, Super GT plays on a controller. He loves it. He's got a wheel as well, but he still plays on the controller. So yeah, Steve plays the game on a pad. So yeah, it's definitely playable. I have never driven the Nissan LMP1. To be honest, I drive Group 1 at very, it's like once in a blue moon. So I've driven the Veyron, did that at Yamagiwa the other day for a video. I'll do Group 1 occasionally in these open lobbies, but outside of that, I never touch it, honestly. Now that it's in sport mode a bit more often, I will. But my favourite class, I think, is Group 4. I do love Group 4. It's very balanced. The cars are fast, but not crazy fast, so it provides really close racing. I think you can have really close racing without, you know, it being, you know, so fast that, you know, a lot of accidents happen, etc. It's really difficult, I think, unless people are extremely high skilled, to have close racing on like Group 1 and things like that. Hey Scoops, welcome. Good to have you with us. I think Mash posted, yeah, in the chat. Would I mind explaining the GT SRL a bit more at some point? So absolutely, I'll do it now. So basically, as a lot of you will know, my last video was on the GT SRL and my kind of return to league racing. Did a bit of league racing the other night for the GT SRL EU League pre-season. Basically, it was just a pre-season series of 3 races just to get everyone that's interested used to the format, make sure everyone's connection could handle it, everyone used to the way things work in the league, and you know, just have a bit of a fun race and do the King of the Karts at the end. Definitely worth watching that video if you haven't already, guys. Especially the kart race at the end, which is absolutely crazy. Managed to sneak through a gap that is basically 1 kart width to win the race right at the end. But yes, the GT SRL at the minute, so at the moment, they've had, so they did their first season last season. It was purely a North American season, but anyone could join. This year they're expanding that to like 3 divisions, but they're also doing an EU league. But because of that, because they've expanded a huge amount, they're not taking on anyone at the moment. So I can't kind of freely give out the Discord link because I don't want to flood them and kind of, you know, give them a massive headache. They're already, I guess, experiencing like crazy growth. So I don't want to, kind of, in essence, overwork them or anything like that. But as soon as they're ready, and as soon as the EU League is up and ready to rock, I will be posting more GTSRL content on the channel. So I will post a Discord link. They run it all through Discord, but they are building a site at the moment. So yeah, when the time comes, I will share the Discord link and site with everybody, so just hang in there. It'd be nice to race a few of you more often, and as I said in the video yesterday, if they do start doing a team championship, it'd be very cool to get a couple of F4H Rosso YouTube teams involved. That'd be cool. So if we can go over there and win some stuff as the YouTube team, that'd be fun. Hey Adam, how you doing, man? Hope everyone's had a decent weekend. Unless you're me and you've worked the entirety of it. Well, I did have a week off before that, so I can't really complain. Yeah, I can see what you mean, Scoobs. It depends what you do. It's I guess it needs a bit of variety in sport mode, I think, maybe, which is why they brought the Group 1 stuff in. It's odd. There's a huge roster of like so many tracks, but in sport mode you only really ever see the same like 5 or 6 repeated. I think they could work on that a bit. Right, we'll get this race started, guys. I'm going to quickly just change the grid order. We'll do it in here. Grid order. We'll do reverse based on previous race results. And what we're going to do, guys, I'm going to sit this one out and I'm going to watch you guys, give you guys the limelight. So we'll pick on a few people, watch them, give them the commentator's curse. So as long as everyone's ready, let's rock and roll. Hoping to see some cool paint jobs, some good racing. Let's see what we've got. Hey John, how you doing, man? Eddie, yeah, help if we spectated. Come on, game. Right, who are we going to pick on? Who's this? The racing form. Liking this paint. The shell paint always goes well on a Ferrari. Should be good. We've got some quick drivers coming through the field. A couple of 458s. Do love a 458. Shame the 488 isn't in the game yet. Let's watch Callum for a second. Calstra ahead of him, he's looking to side through the field. I can see the Dayglow Lexus of Zenith making a move into turn 1 as well. Do love the fluorescent orange Lexus. Let's have a look, see what's happening at the front. Unbeatable getting away at the front so far in his Aston. Bit of a downshift mid-corner, lack of grip. Let's have a look at these replay cameras. The replay cameras in GT are absolutely immense. Make the game look so good. Cones flying everywhere in the background. Getting nice and bunched up back there, actually. Oh, bit of a bump from the Porsche, which stopped him dead. That BMW weighing about 7 trillion tons. Porsche bounced off him like me running at the big show. A couple of F-types in the race as well. It's nice that car's had a bit of a buff. It was absolutely atrocious before, so it's good to see that back in the mix. Beautiful car, the F-Type. It's getting an NSX there as well. I did notice recently, actually, they made some changes. And now it's getting a bit tasty back here. Something must have happened to Zenith because he's gone back in the order a bit. Oh, big move up the inside by Calster, I believe that is. the chicane. Nicely executed there. Bit of an oversteer moment on the outside. And the inside of the NSX as well. We'll watch this unfold. Yeah, they made some changes to the mid-engine stuff in the last patch, but I don't actually know what it was. Do they feel any better? When it's very wide in the first corner. Shapuska in the hairdresser's Beetle, as we're used to seeing him in. Not quite sure on the colour combo. Let's have a look at Zenith. I do love the fluorescent orange Lexus. Something about fluorescent orange and yellow lights, like yellow tones. It's really good on a race car, specifically Japanese ones, like Super GT cars and stuff like that. They also look really good in like a really bright orange. 458's going at it ahead as well. We've got a Corvette wide. Callum's going to try and take advantage of that around the outside. Gives him the inside line into Spoon, so this should be a slammed up, but he's had a bit of a tap. Let's see. Got it done. M. Thomas is going to follow him through. Bit of a side-by-side action. He fired the Corvette off into oblivion. Calster looking at making more moves again. Coming through the field quickly, these guys. Second lap of 6, and Calster gets a move done before 130R, which is brave. Shadowing Hobbs now in the Mitsubishi into the final chicane. Good run out of here, and he could be in a good position going into turn 1. Again, an oversteer moment. That RCF looks extremely flighty. Extremely. Beatable's got a decent lead up front. His Vantage doing well. Keeping his head down. 6-second lead over Snips in second. I do like that paint job actually. It's one of those kind of simple but nice ones. Looks good. And then we've got the chasing pack. Calster in third. We've got Hobbs going off onto the gravel, so Callum's in fourth. And Thomas following through. The Ferrari crew. Then we've got fluorescent Zenith. Street Beef and the equally fluorescent Porsche. Shapuska giving the gravel a haircut in the hairdresser's car. I still can't get over how good this game looks in the replay cam sometimes. Like, this is basically a standard PS4 Slim on a standard HD TV, no HDR, no fancy 4K, and it still looks absolutely awesome. Really, really, really good game. My favourite Group 3 car? Good question. I like the M6, I think. I've always liked the M6 since the start. I wish the GTRs were more competitive in Group 3 and Group 4, because I do love the GTR as well. But yeah, I reckon the M6. My teammate Force One has done a really, really, really nice paint for the M6 as well. The Turner Motorsport Liquid Moly one, white, red, and blue. Have a look at that for the. Have a look out for that on the summer tab. I'll share it actually tonight. It's really, really, really nice. I'm not racing in this one. Sometimes it's just nice to give the guys in the lobby the centre stage, watch them. It's nice to just watch the replay, watch the guys race hard. Because sometimes I think, obviously, when it's just me and I'm just racing, obviously get my perspective of the race, when I do enjoy racing. But, yeah, I think the open lobbies is about kind of like sharing the experience with everybody. We'll watch Zenith for a bit. Super for it. In fact, we've got a really big pack gaggled together just here. So let's see what's cracking up here. Place your bets, guys. Who's going to be at the head of this pack by the end of the lap? give me a vote in the chat. You win absolutely nothing apart from maximum pride. Shapuska seems to have got a little bit of a gap in the Beetle. Porsche of Beef going to be able to catch him? That's the question. It was a full car gaggle, and then I kind of commentators cursed it and ruined it for everybody, ruined everyone's race. It's all kind of strung out a bit now that we've been watching. Quick look at Unbeatable, see how far he is ahead of the pack. That is a big gap at this point, 9 seconds. I think, barring a mistake, Unbeatable is unbeatable in this race. 3 cars flying through 130R behind him. Calster and Zenith very close to one another, which means Callum has made a mistake somewhere. Or been involved in an incident with somebody somewhere. The 2 RCFs nose to tail. Calster taking an extremely defensive line. This is going to be fun into turn 1. Zenith getting out onto the green and he's gone. It's one of those corners, turn 1, or the turn 1, turn 2, where it is extremely difficult to make a move stick. You have to have the inside line. I think the outside line is so dangerous in GT Sport. If you get a wheel on that Astro, you're going for a ride. There's no grip whatsoever. Shapuska's gapped those guys behind him. What happened to Zenith? Oh, what happened to Zenith? We've watched it happen at the first corner. Shapuska's gapped the guys behind him. He's chasing down the Marlboro Porsche of Woodson ahead. Let's see if he can make a move stick. Calster and M. Thomas up in second and third now as well. So an all British top 6 at the minute. British monopoly. Shout out to the Queen. And the corgis. Can't forget the corgis. Close through 130R, close enough to make a move into the chicane, I think, and he has. He's gone down the inside. Woodson doing the right thing there and getting back in behind, see if he can get some toe down the straight, but Shapuska is gone. Huge amount of grip from that Beetle out of the chicane. A pretty tidy lap. Next up is to chase down Callum ahead, who's 3 seconds behind Snips. See what gap we've got on the front. 9.5 seconds, Unbeatable, wrapping this one up for a lights to flag victory, I think. I won't say much else because I don't want to curse it. Done extremely well this one. Really consistent laps as well. Look at those lap times: 2010, 2015, 2011, 2011. He's got his head down, knuckle down, and absolutely gone for it. Series, appreciate it, man. The first 100 are the hardest, without a doubt. The first 100 are the hardest. After that, it'll pick up on its own. So Unbeatable, taking spoon curve. He's woof, little kick of oversteer. Still fighting the car all the way. Calster's pulled in a little bit on this lap. Now he's got a bit of clear air and he's not passing cars again. Kick of oversteer out of spoon curve. All the Group 3 cars wagging the tails out of there today. We'll watch Unbeatable wrap the win up. Nice and neat and tidy through the chicane. flash of the lights across the line, keeping that consistency up to the end as well. 5 laps in a row in the 201s. Calster's going to wrap up second. Set the fastest lap of the race in the process. Absolutely flying at the end there, Cal. But M. Thomas takes it straight off him by 3/10. As soon as those guys got the clear air, they were absolutely flying. Shapuska takes 5th. He's fought his way up through the field. Did really well there, actually. That was a really fun race to watch, actually, guys. Nice and clean for the most part. Really enjoyed that one. Some great battles. Apart from If You're Unbeatable, who got away at the front and absolutely mercilessly put in the lap times to destroy. The guys that were placed at the back of the field just couldn't catch him. Be more difficult next race though. That Astro is murder. It's like an ice rink. You might as well be driving on baby oil when you get out there. Okay. That was a really fun race to watch, guys. You outdid yourselves. Well done. Right. So let's put the next track up for another vote. See what you guys want. Remember, we've done Suzuka and Alsace already, so let's try and do something different, shall we? I don't want to vote on Monza again. Do love a bit of Monza since it came out. Monza doing well in the vote as well. Karts will be fun, but not Monza. We will do karts. But, yeah, definitely no karts at Monza. We'll do, I think Monza will do Group 4 again. We'll go back to Group 4. Or shall we? Does everybody in the lobby have a Lamborghini Diablo GTR? Can we do a one-make race? Can we make it happen? Is it going to let me type? There we go. Let's all, if we can, let's all get in the Lambo, or something as close as possible. I can't remember what the Lamborghini's actually in, class-wise. So you're going to have to bear with me. It's going to be somewhere around this kind of area. Let's have a quick look. Okay, it's not in there. Just bear with me a sec, guys. Where is it? There we go. So, pick the Diablo, guys, if possible. If not, get in your closest N600 car. Oh, have we hit 2k subs? Oh, wicked. Thank you very much, guys. It's extremely cool. Extremely cool. We did it. Break out the red panties. Worst Conor McGregor impression ever, potentially. Let's add some people. I've sent friends requests over. Right. Let's actually try driving these cars before we do a race. I'm feeling this is going to be a bit mental. Cheers, Cal. Appreciate it, man. Just look how cool this car is. And how cool it sounds. Just everything about it is cool. Oh, hello. Right, Zenith. Am I even in the right Diablo? I can't even remember. There's only one in the game, isn't there? Don't worry about a vengeance, just pop yourself in something else. It's one of those, like I said, it's one of those things where you can't set the lobby to just one car and like have it as a rental car like you can in Forza, which is the one thing Forza does do better than GT. This car. Oh, wooden brakes into Parabolica. The car did not want to stop then. Flipping out. No idea where I've got to brake here. That was a solid guess. You have to brake so early in this car, it's crazy. Oh, the understeer through the first Lesmo. The car just wanted me to go straight on, did not care that there was a right-hander. Going to be a fun race, I think, in these. Oh, the car just will not slow down for Parabolica at all. Just does not fancy it. I have no idea where I broke for this last time, so I'm just going to try here. Which somehow worked out. like going from driving like Group 4, Group 3 cars to driving these is just such an insane difference. Just literally sat here soaring away at the wheel. Trying desperately to kind of magic up some sort of reasonable braking point. Whilst trying not to get eaten alive by the car on the power. Oh no! Little trip to the gravel. Oh, I feel like I'm a bit late on the brakes here. Brakes to power back at that time because I'm absolutely scared to death of the corner at this point. Right, let's have one more lap, get everyone familiar with the N600 cars. And then we'll do a race, I think. A bit early on the brakes that time, but work. So much torque in this car, it just pulls out of that second that second corner in second gear like it's nothing. Just eats the tarmac alive. Still haven't figured out a braking point into second chicane. First Lesmo. Really important to get that nose in early in this car because otherwise it just drifts out wide into nothingness. No such drama out of the second Lesmo that time. Just grab a bit of toe off Hobbs in his vet. Brakes for Ascari, and we've gone deep again. Crazy car. Crazy in the best way possible. Right, let's start a race. If you're looking for a sim on console, Assetto is going to be as good as it gets. I've played Project Cars 2, and for me, I don't like it. It feels very vague on the G29. I don't know if with a better peripheral it would feel a bit better, but to me on the Logitech it feels very odd. You get a big massive dead zone in the middle of the wheel. I don't know, like GT just feels a bit better out of the box, to me at least. Definitely on the brakes down into turn 1. Got a bit scared by the Diablo flying up behind. I do want to give P-Cars 2 more of a chance, but at the same time, I don't know, it just doesn't appeal to me as much as GT Sport does. Oh. To clear this GTR fairly quickly, I think, so otherwise we're going to get held up quite badly. So it'll definitely give us a bit of a hand with that. Right. See if we can't move forwards. Yeah, there's a place for both of them in the market anyway, but yeah, if you're after a sim and you want the best sim available on a console, it's Assetto Corsa. Unfortunately, it's lacking in options, that's the thing. Like playing Assetto on a PC and playing Assetto on a console is like the lords and the paupers. On the PC you get everything, and the console just kind of gets stuff 4 years later. Like it is better in that regard than it was when it first came out, but the other thing as well is Assetto is, out of all the big games out right now, bar Forza, one of the only games that has absolutely zero in the way of online policing. So from my personal experience of playing Assetto on the PlayStation, it's an extremely dirty game. It's quite prevalent with wreckers because there's zero consequence basically for it. You get a penalty in the lobby, or you get kicked from the lobby, whatever, just go do it somewhere else. So that's just my personal experience with Assetto. The game itself is, oh, for God's sake, straight on the second game. The game itself is really good. It feels fantastic. There's some great cars in it. It's got a really strong car lineup, as well as a really strong track lineup. Some really good tracks in there. Zandvoort in the old DTM cars was a personal favourite. I did used to love that. But yeah, that's the only thing that's lacking in the online support. It's like a very archaic kind of lobby system that's kind of clunky, and like I said, no sort of online policing or anything like that. But I'm sure those are kind of things that will be remedied if they do a sequel. And for what it's worth, Kunos are a really small team, the people that develop Assetto. Really small team. So to accomplish what they've accomplished with Assetto Corsa, with that kind of small team and small budget, is nothing short of a miracle. So they only deserve praise for the game itself. It's just lacking in a few departments, that's all. I do have some Assetto content on my channel in the deep dark depths of my videos somewhere. Some old Assetto videos that I did as part of the special events that are on there. Braking way too early, it's that first corner. But I know if I come flying down there next lap, I'll brake way too late and I'll end up flying off somewhere into Rome somewhere. Yeah, there's some videos knocking about on my channel when I did play Assetto. But yeah, if there's honestly, if there's a want for it on the channel, if people want to see some Project Cars 2, then I'll more than happily do it. I am more than happy to provide the goods. Just depends on what you guys want to see. And the only unfortunate thing with P-Cars is I gave it a go the other week. When it was kind of Go for Cup times, we took on a Project Cars team for F4H. So I wanted to see, what P-Cars 2 was all about, so I could, kind of be a better, I guess, teammate or team mentor, team boss, whatever you want to call me in that situation. I could know a bit more about their game, a bit more about, what made it good, what made it bad, etc, etc. This Diablo in a straight line's mental. So yeah, I did give it a go. It wasn't too bad. The only thing I noticed, or the only thing that was a bit frustrating, was I went to do one race. So I'd been practicing on the touring car at Zolder, because that was the the Go for Cup for that weekend. It was touring cars that's older, so I gave that a go, and then I went into a lobby to actually race the touring cars that's older, set a qualifying time. My qualifying time was the fastest, and I got kicked from the lobby. And that was basically the end of my short trip onto Project Cars 2. Which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, if people want to watch it, I will give it another try. So, variety is the spice of life, or so they say. Oh, again, just a little bit deep into that chicane. Trying really hard to find a braking point there, and it's not going well. Touch on the grass there as well, which just sent me wide into the first part of the square. We're going to lose a lot of time. Try and get off the racing line because we've held Mash up a lot there. This Diablo does not have some grunt down the straights though. We are late on the brakes into Parabolica. This is going to be a very interesting first corner, I'm scared. Had to take that downshift there, which just killed me out of the second corner. But otherwise we'd never have stopped for turn 1. There is literally zero reference here for where the hell I should be on the anchors, so I'm just guessing every lap about where potentially it feels right, I guess. Ooh, very brave to make a move into the first Lesmo. Oh god! Don't know what noise just came out of my mouth. Something very similar to that. All of a sudden this car's decided to get extremely scary. Right, we're going to need a spectacular final lap to stay with Mr. Thomas down there. Gained a little bit of ground through Parabolica. See if we can get in that toe range. Suck us down the first straight. Don't think we're quite close enough. We're gaining a little bit, but I think that's just down to the fact that the Diablo is an absolute rocket ship in a straight line. Better on the brakes into turn 1 that time. Bit of a kick of oversteer as we take a huge chunk of curb on the inside. Car did not like it one bit. Let's see if we can actually get ourselves a solid braking point into the second chicane. Let's try here. Too early. That's right. Too early on the brakes on the second Lesmo. See if we can tackle the scory a little bit better. This car isn't half a handful. That was a fun race, fun to do something a bit different than the lobbies. Bit of N600 Lamborghini Diablo fun. That car will definitely go faster around there. I just need to figure out where the hell to brake. Yeah, Spa would be amazing. I think the same can be said for anything in that class, Dylan. The Diablo was definitely it was good at going forwards, but not very good at not going forwards. But those wheels, to be fair, look like they weigh about 7 tons each, so that explains a lot. Oh, that was fun. Right. Track vote time. I'm gonna go for... Brands Hatch. Lots of votes for Dragon Trail. Woodson with a vote for Kyoto, Yamagiwa, Miyabi. Underrated track. Underrated track. Dragon Trail time. I'm going to throw a curveball for you guys. No M1000. It's going to be the complete opposite. Let's go in N200. Let's get in some N200 vehicles and see what's what. I think we'll try the GT86. I'm going to turn the laps down because 6 laps in N200 around here would take about, trying to do the maths in my head, 4 decades, roughly. I'm no Rachel Riley, but yeah, about 4 decades sounds about right. So we'll do 3 laps. Alright, let's do some practice. Racing hard tyres and N200 should be fun actually, so we'll do that. Oh man. Yeah, this game can be a bit odd with its disconnections and things. The first time I tried streaming it, disconnected me from the game about 4 times in one night, which is the most it's ever done it to me ever. Oh, we've got an MX-5. This is weird. This is going to be a very close race, I can feel it. I feel like I'm going backwards, but I'm driving through custard after those last cars. The braking points again are like the complete opposite of the cars we've just driven. So in the cars you've just driven you were braking extremely early, and these I'm braking at like the group 4, group 3 kind of braking points, and the car's just stopping immediately. Let's see if we can take the chicane flat. Yeah, easily. Shout out to the Ayrton Senna livery. Greatest F1 driver of all time, without a doubt. Apparently I've just done a 10-second lap, which is quite obviously a bug, because that felt more like 5 or 6 to me. It's absolutely rapid bit of machinery. That clock must be off a bit. Again, very early on the brakes. This is such a weird experience after dealing with 600 horsepower at the last track. Oh no! Oh my god! Oh, I didn't know where to go left, go right, so obviously I just thought, you know, we'll go for the bunny hop. New strat, we'll just go around bunny hopping cars to pass them instead. I'll accept the next batch of friends requests ASAP, guys, don't worry. Just trying to figure out how to drive again. All I know is I'm absolutely nowhere near that lap time that Zenith's just put in. I feel like I'm missing a trick here. to be fair, I did bunny hop the last lap. Completely forgot. But for some reason in my head, my last lap was like the cleanest lap ever. But yeah, I just remembered I did a bunny hop and put it in the wall for about 5 seconds. So. There we go, we're somewhere close now. Right, a couple more minutes guys, so enough time for probably 1 or 2 more laps and then we'll get this one underway as well. I feel deja vu, that cone was there as well. The same driver, different car, same cone, all trying to do the same thing and make me do a bunny hop again. I'm on to you guys. It's a conspiracy. This car's actually quite nice. Once you get used to the fact that you're going about 4 miles an hour, it's actually quite nice. Do not mind it at all. Yeah, this should be a nice close race as well. The times at the top are extremely close. So. I think it's time to start this one. So let's get cracking. Schumacher's legacy is probably tainted by the fact that he did a lot of, well, I don't know, at the same time Senna did some dodgy shit as well. But Schumacher did some really, really dodgy shit. Like 95 at Adelaide, 2006 at Monaco, 97 at Jerez, just 3 off the top of my head. And plus, oh my god, what am I doing? Did not see the start of the race, did not hear the countdown. Did that even count down? I don't even know. Plus, for the whole of his career, Schumacher was a clear #1 in his team. Senna had to fight Prost for 3 championships. So, yeah, I'd still give Senna the edge over Schumacher. Has all of the statistical advantages against Senna, or pretty much all the statistical advantages over Senna. But I think if you ask any driver, almost any driver, who's the greatest of all time, they'd say it was Ayrton. So you you could make a case for Michael, but I think he did too much to taint his legacy. And you know what? He didn't need to. He went from Benetton, where he was, you know, comfortable, to take a Ferrari team that was absolutely nowhere at the time to its most successful period ever. Like, that is the sign of absolute greatness. The great team, a great driver, like working in harmony to absolutely destroy everybody. But he just did some really stupid stuff that means that I can never, like, I could never take Schumacher to my heart. It was always, yeah, like whenever there was a driver against Schumacher, I always rooted for them instead. Like Hill, like Villeneuve, even though I didn't like Villeneuve. Villeneuve was kind of like the lesser of two evils. Montoya I would have rooted for anyway, because he's one of my favourite F1 drivers of all time. Just an absolute boss. Did not give a shit about anyone or anything. Hakkinen is underrated as a driver. The only guy to go toe to toe with Schumacher and win when he was at his most dominant. Don't get me wrong, I put Schumacher high on my list. Just not as high as I would put Senna. There's a lot of unfulfilled talent in Formula 1 as well, unfortunately, when it was at its most dangerous. Gilles Villeneuve, probably one of the most naturally gifted drivers of that era. Unfortunately, never got to fulfill on that promise. Hugely talented drivers lost their lives in that era. Jim Clark, one of the most successful of all time. Again, has to be right up there for Jackie Stewart. Survived arguably the most dangerous era of F1. Came out of it with 3 world titles. You've got to admire Prost as well, even though Prost kind of is the antithesis of everything that I kind of value as a driver. He did the minimum possible to win. He's never flamboyant. Whoa, what the flipping heck is happening with this guy? Sorry, Cal. Just got understeer out of my mind. Very brave going too wide through the chicane. Ahead. a really nice toe off these guys. Ooh, one you're inside, bro. You've always got to leave the space. When I play, people just pull away and I'm stuck at the back. Any advice? There's no real golden bullet for it. As much practice as possible, really. Practice. See what the daily races are, and put as much practice into them as possible. Oh, it's just absolutely killed the lobby off. Set that back up. Yeah, as much practice as possible on that car and track. If you are struggling or still struggling with the combo or something like that, best thing to do is, sorry, just picking everything. Best thing to do is watch the replays of the top guys and see where it is that you're losing your time. Kind of focus on them sector by sector, and just chip the time off that way. If there's particular tracks you're struggling with, I do have a few track guides on the channel if you want to give those a watch. Haha. Yeah, I'm a massive Lewis fan. He's my favourite driver in Formula 1. Does do some questionable stuff outside of Formula 1, but you cannot deny the talent on track. Cannot deny that he is probably the most naturally gifted driver in Formula 1. And I say that firmly with Fernando Alonso in mind. Like, I 100% rate Fernando Alonso, but hear me out for a second. Wow, is this the GB lobby? But yeah, just hear me out for a second. Lewis raced peak Fernando at McLaren in 2007, right? Lewis fresh into Formula 1 in his rookie year, finished with the same points as Fernando, and probably should have won the title if McLaren hadn't fucked everything up in China. But he's raced peak Fernando Alonso as he was a rookie, straight into Formula 1. Now, Lewis now is the best version of him I've ever seen him. He's better at closing out races, better at managing races, better at managing things from the front, as fast as ever. Still has that raw pace about him. He's hit his peak now. Whereas Fernando is off the other side of the slope. So for me, right now, Lewis is the best driver in Formula 1 if you were to put everyone on a par in terms of talent. Don't get me wrong, if him and Fernando were teammates, it will be an absolutely monumental battle. I think it will get Fernando up for, you know, rediscovering that same kind of form. And over the course of a season, Fernando may even be better. Because I think the one-lap pace sits in Lewis's favour, but I think the race craft and knowledge and being a wily veteran is probably in Fernando's court. But then Fernando's made some questionable kind of strategical decisions over the years, so yeah, I don't know. But we can't forget young Max, and I think Esteban Ocon as well doesn't get the same kind of platform as Max does, especially from like Sky Sports F1. They're definitely hugely into Max Verstappen. But yeah, he doesn't get the same kind of plaudits as Max does. But is arguably just as fast. I think Ocon's got a huge future in F1. Yeah, Kubica is such a shame. Such a shame. Like, never should Renault have let that happen. Never. Like, it was so stupid. Like, rallying is dangerous as fuck. And you're letting your prized asset, basically, go out and race in the most dangerous category of... Oh, for God's sake. Race in the most dangerous category of four-wheel racing probably that there is out there. It just makes absolutely zero sense. And you know what? Robert should have known better as well. He should have. He's got a massive chance in Formula 1. He'd performed really well the 2 seasons. His stock was as high as any driver in the paddock. You've got people like Hamilton and Fernando saying, Kubica this, he's the one to watch, he's this, he's that. You know, at that point, the seats opening up everywhere. Like, realistically, we could have seen Kubica in so many different teams around that kind of area. You look, and in 2009, at the end of 2009, McLaren were looking for a driver. You look in 2009, 2008, and Red Bull are looking for a driver. He could have gone so many different places and flourished as a genuine World Championship contender. Now, like someone said in the chat, it is a fairy tale story now, and yeah, it's unfortunate, but Kubica can still make a great career in sports cars or something like that. Just, I think the Formula 1 dream's gone now. It's time to let the new breed come through. I'm not sure Sirotkin's the answer, but we'll see this season. He can't be much worse than Stroll. It actually baffled me last season that so many people were like, "Oh, Stroll's improved so much this season. Stroll's improved so much." In reality, he was shit all season. Like, the whole season, he was bad. Like, he got out-qualified by Massa, like, something ridiculous, like 15-3 or something like that. Regularly a second a lap slower than his teammate. Fluked a result at Baku. I mean, Massa was better placed and something went wrong with his car. You lost Hamilton, you lost Vettel. Ocon and Perez decided that they wanted to smash each other up at Baku. They could have been right up there as well. In fact, that probably would have been Ocon or Perez's race to win had they not have done that. Where am I going? What track were we on before? There it is. So yeah, he kind of looked into that podium at Baku, but that's all he did all season. Literally all he did all season. He was just in the right place in the right time at Baku and didn't put it in the wall. For the rest of the season, he was crap. So he must be bringing in some serious dollar to Williams because, yeah, just a complete waste of a seat. Oh no, man, Stroll is terrible. I definitely can't agree with you on that one, Cal. Stroll is terrible. Shapuska, I am probably one of the biggest F1 fans I know. Without a shadow of a doubt. I've watched it pretty much every weekend for, let's think, 25 years, 23 years. 23 years is probably more accurate because I'm only 28, so. But yeah, I've watched it pretty much every weekend, almost every session. Practice, quali, race, but I've never been to a Formula 1 race. Never. I've been to pretty much every other category of motorsport, but never been to F1. And if you were to ask me why, I do not know. I do not know. However, I have been to Mercedes in Brackley, been to the Mercedes factory, and driven their simulator there. Won a competition to drive their sim, which was extremely cool. One of the coolest days of my life. So yeah, I've done that, but yeah, I've never been to an F1 race. Right, hopefully the lobby holds up this time. Yeah, I absolutely love Danny Rick. Absolutely love him. Yeah, you can't not have a British GP. It's flip out. Let's actually pick a car. You can't not have a British GP. The calendar without the British Grand Prix is just odd. It's the only race that's been run since the beginning, alongside the Italian, I believe. Yeah, you can't not have a British Grand Prix. It just doesn't bear thinking about. Everywhere. It's a conspiracy, I'm telling you. Everyone wants to see me 30 foot in the air. Yeah, I was actually really excited a few years ago because they were going to bring the British Grand Prix to basically 20 minutes away from me, Donington. But I remember watching all that unfold as like a resident of the area, and that track was never going to be anywhere close to ready. It was one of those ridiculous Bernie ideas that nearly put Donington out of business. So. I do love this Hurricane. Glad it's a bit more competitive in class now as well. We'll give it another couple of minutes, guys, and then we'll get this one rocking and rolling. Understeer City. Population me. let's get this one underway. Yeah, I definitely need to go. I'm absolutely gutted with myself and annoyed with myself that I missed like the V10 era and stuff like that, or even the V8s. But I don't know if you saw on Twitter recently, Mercedes put a video up of them starting up the new this year's engine, and they do sound a lot better. I don't know if it's just me, they do sound a lot better. This is going to get tasty. Why? We'll back out of that one and let those guys have that scrap. Good run through the chicane. Is a lot going on here. Close. Very close race this. As you can tell by my silence, I'm having to concentrate quite hard. Very close racing. Huge amounts of understeer through there. Bucket falls. Car just doesn't want to turn. that was a dive and a half. That was absolutely nowhere close to being a move. It's a fun race, that. Lots of action. Not much talking. Woodson did well, got away at the front. Got his head down. Yeah, if you've sent me a friend's request, I will do my best to accept them all, guys. I've not got my notifications turned off for some reason. They don't pop up all the time. Just make sure you've sent it to the right person as well, because I don't seem to have anything. I don't think, at least. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, I've got nothing there at the moment. So I've either added you already or you've sent it through to the wrong person. So make sure it's F4H_Rosso, okay? Right, track vote time. The next car class will be a mystery, so pick your poison. Let's see where we're taking the next car. I'm going to go for a bit of Yamayabi. Oh, Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuits. I think it's about that time of the night where we up the ante a little bit. Five laps of Brands Hatch coming up in Group 1. Let's have a look. I think we'll go for the... Excuse me. Yeah, I think we'll go for the Porsche. I do love the Porsche. We'll do 5 cars. I want to get a few more races done before we finish up, so I don't want the races to be too long. Oh, why am I on super softs? You were on super softs in that last race, fair play. You got them under my nose. Make sure we've got the racing hard rubber on, just to equalise it all. Makes it the most like sport mode as well, which is the aim, I guess. Do hope they introduce more tyre compounds into sport mode eventually though. It's all well and good putting the tyres and fuel in, but then not actually giving you any tyre strategy other than racing hard onto racing hard is a bit... This is odd. What in? This is going to take a few laps to practice. We'll have a good 10 minutes to practice, guys, because this is going to... So scary following another Group 1 car so close, like everything can just go pear-shaped in an instant. God. I need to put more time into the Group 1 cars for sure, because I'm very, very ropey in these. Evasive action. Honestly takes so much concentration. I can't even talk, it's taking that much concentration. So much concentration to drive these cars, it's insane. Right. Let's start this race. Let's do some Group 1. Right, hopefully no auto drive glitches for anyone this time. This should be sufficiently crazy trying to come through the field here. Get me off the grass! Oi, oi. Well, a little poo came out then, not gonna lie. Whoa, no, no. Oh my god, how did that even work? What just happened? How are we not dead? Please, please, please! Ah! what even is going on in this race. Come on, Callum, get a wriggle on, sunshine. I have no idea what that first lap was, other than absolute carnage. But the best kind of carnage. It was so crazy. I don't know how we survived it, honestly. Wide. Druid's happening, this car is tough every time. Get off that grass, please. Flipping heck. Wheels violently shook right in my hand. Eyes are literally out on stalks driving this car. Someone's absolutely annihilated the cones there. Kind of relying on those. Bit deep into Surtees, which is going to cost us all the way down the hill. Definitely need some more practice in Group 1. Crazy cars. Where the hell is that going? I feel like I broke earlier then as well, but the car was just having absolutely none of it. That's a shame. That was going to be a fun climax to the race, I think, there. That uphill left-hander is so tricky, to be fair, in any car, never mind a Group 1. Little nick on the grass there. The car just wouldn't turn. like Callum's taken the win. Extremely fast. And that Bugatti is not a Veyron, as so many people told me on the video. Whew. That was hard work. Honestly, I have no idea how we got through that initial carnage. Not a clue. Like, there was literally a car-sized gap, and somehow we ended up in it. Like, anywhere else, at like 10 inches to the left, 10 inches to the right, we were dead. We're off. I do love the LMP1 cars. It's a shame that the class will never be the same, I don't think. Basically just a Toyota show at Le Mans this year. Right, track vote time. Probably got 2 more races left, guys, before we hit the 11 PM stream deadline. We'll be coming off at about 11 tonight, so work in the morning. Got to get that beauty sleep. Yeah, Group 1 is insane. Oh man, that was funny, Ben. That was funny. Oh, I didn't get a chance to vote, but it looks like we're doing the Burger King. Oh, nice one, Callum. Thanks for joining us tonight, mate. Good racing. Good win in that last one. Right. We're definitely not doing 5 laps. I can tell you that for certain. Okay. Man, I've not driven this track for a long time. Okay. 2 laps of Nürburgring, Group 3 cars. If we did karts on this, we'd definitely be here for the rest of the year. We'll do a kart race to finish though. We'll do this and then we'll do some karts. Okay. Alright, everyone make sure you're entered. Because we're going to launch this one very quickly. There's no point doing practice on this track because we'll be here for ages doing a practice lap. So, if you've not entered already, make sure you have. I think that's everybody. I'm going to jump straight into this one. Oh, I meant Callum, Cal. I don't drive and chase through cars. Chase through and me don't like one another. I'm not very good. So if ever you watch me, it will always be the bumper cam. I've raced in the bumper cam now for ever and ever and ever. What is auto drive doing? Go home, Gran Turismo, you are drunk. What just happened? What is going on? Single file is the order of the day up here, I think, guys. That was scary. Scary again. The understeer. Traffic jam up ahead. See how this one plays out. Not well. Carousel is going to be fun. Oh, thank you. Jesus. Need to get past Ripper. Oh, does it quite badly. race at the minute. Let's try and regain a bit of composure. It's been a very scruffy first lap for us. Very difficult this track because there is really nowhere to pass. So you're kind of just stuck. Unless the person ahead of you makes a big mistake, and then you've got a solid chance, but after getting the slipstream of this Jag. Oh, just that little bit of grass has killed us. The car doesn't want to seem to do anything either. I love the Nürburgring as a track to drive, but as a track to race it is hugely frustrating. You just get bottlenecks like this all the time. That's all the whole race has been, basically. Even if you're noticeably faster than the person ahead, there's nowhere to go. There's just literally nowhere. The track's too narrow, barely wide enough for 2 cars anyway. See how many places we can make up on this lap anyway. Oh, we are all over the place. Excuse me. Kind of worked out okay, show that. Couldn't avoid that. Oh, One thing I forgot about the M6 is it's actually faster to keep it in 5th gear up here. Carousel's been a resounding success both laps. It's gone really well. If ever you want a good tutorial on how not to take the carousel, come back and watch this video. I mean, if someone makes a mistake ahead of you, it's impossible to do anything about it. It's impossible to avoid. No chance of catching the top 3 as they are in a different stratosphere after our little mistake. Now that we've got a bit of clear track, we can actually try and attack the circuit a bit, he says, as he goes wide and messes everything up. Now that we've got a clear track, we can attack the circuit like that. Unforgiving is the word for this circuit. One little mistake, one touch of the grass or the gravel, it is good night. And we have had 2 touches, one of the grass and one of the gravel, and we've paid the heavy price twice. Lap from Mr. Thomas anyway, that. If they used to do that in circuit experience, it'd put them somewhere near the top 10, I believe, so not hanging around. Saying that, that's in the BMW, I'm not sure what he's driving. Potentially a Porsche. Not the best showing you'll ever see around the Nürburgring, that guys, but always fun to take a trip to the Green Hell. It's called the Green Hell for a reason. I do not envy you, Dylan. I had to do a 24 on here once. Obviously not all on my own. We did the N24 as part of Forza. That was a fun one. Right. I'll put it up to a vote. But bear in mind, guys, this is going to be the last race of the night. And it's going to be in karts. So pick appropriately. I trust you guys. Where are we going in the karts? Not the Nürburgring 24 hour for certain. Into Logos and carts would be fun. Auto drive is so weird, man. It's so weird. Well, Bathurst. And carts. 2 laps. This will be a fun one to finish off on. We're not doing 5 laps of carts, that is for certain. Right. Choose your weapons and ready up, guys, and we'll get this show on the road. Finish off tonight. It's kart time. Carts on Bathurst sounds like the worst combination ever. Like pizza with pineapple. Right, is everyone ready? We are good to go. Nearly didn't ready myself then before I started the race. That would have been good. Let's go. It's kart time. Oh man. No, I can't do it. I can't do ham and pineapple on a pizza. It has to be like maximum meat, so pepperoni, sausage, ham, bacon, meatballs. You can keep all the green stuff. Definitely no pineapple. I've got a funny feeling it's going to start me on the corner here. Oh, great! I can't help but feel like that was slightly ridiculous. This may be quite a lonely kart race. See if we can catch the pack back up. So odd to drive on a wheel, I swear. So odd. I do not like the curbs either. Oh my god, there's carts everywhere. It's cartnage. Oh, please no. Be gentle. Oh, maximum bravery over the chase. Yeah, that was fairly scary. This is so weird. We've driven so much different stuff tonight. I don't think my feet know what's going on. We've done karts, we've done N200, N600, Group 3, Group 4, Group 1. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. we're catching up a little bit. 110 mile an hour down the back straight at, oh my god, that curb. Down the back straight at Bathurst in a shifter cart. I don't think many people could say they've done that. Oh my god, this is crazy. These things do not like the curbs at all, even slightly. Like, you even look at a curb in the wrong way, you're in trouble. I don't want to jinx it, guys, but we're on a bit of a recovery drive here. The world's scariest combo of car and track. Around the outside of Calstra at the depot. Ah! Oh my god. Got the tail out over the jump. Maximum style points. Getting the toe kart style. 116 mile an hour, I think, is all she's got. Regardless of slipstream or lack of slipstream. It's a three-way fight to the finish here, I think. I'm going to get on the brakes nice and early and see if I can't get a good run, which has kind of happened, but kind of not. Calstra on our right. Oh my... No! We threw it all away. Pesky curb. Oh my god, that was crazy. We'll definitely do more karts in the future because that was ridiculous. R.I.P. in peace. Cheers, Cal. It wasn't your fault the last bit, to be fair. I just literally took the normal kind of like GT line through the last corner, realising as I was 40 foot in the air that the karts don't really like the curves too much. Yeah, they are ridiculous, Dylan. Nice win, Ben. Good work. It's such a hard habit to break though here. It's so hard because it goes against everything else that you do on the game. You have to drive them in such a different way to anything else. It's so odd. So odd. Yeah, that is it for tonight, guys. Endo of Streamo. It's been absolutely awesome, and thank you to everyone that subbed tonight. We've got over that 2,000 subs mark. We've absolutely smashed through it, so thank you ever so much. If you are new here and you did enjoy the stream, feel free to whack a click on that big red sub button for me and turn notifications on. That way you'll know exactly when we're going live for these open lobby sessions, and when I go live for a bit of sport mode as well. But yeah, thanks ever so much for getting involved tonight, guys. It's been wicked. Great to see, again, loads of old faces back and loads of new guys as well. It's nice. It's been really good. What can I say here? There we go. There we go. Whew. Thanks, Kev. Really glad you enjoyed it. I hope everyone did enjoy it. I've thoroughly enjoyed tonight. It's been absolutely wicked. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. Yes, time to nip off. That was a very weird race, Rui, to be fair. Very weird, but hilarious. Sorry, Dylan. Oh man, I can't help it. I am a curb abuser. Oh man, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Much love, and I will see you all very soon. Video tomorrow. Not sure what on yet, but we'll pop something up for sure. But yeah, see you later, guys. Have a good evening.